All right, so I'm just going to keep the camera tilted down at the ground because we don't need to see the outside world for this one. This needs to be a little more intimate. So I had a breakthrough and I'm going to share it with you guys. Here's the reason why gang stalking is a thing. And we've all touched upon it in different ways and different aspects, avenues, and dimensions to it. But here's the very basic, fundamental element of it. I've referenced many times before about caterpillars and uh, cocoons, transformation, right? There are certain stages in human evolution, in transformation, certain periods of time where aspects of our DNA become activated or have the potential to become activated, where parts of us uh, begin to flourish or grow or develop. All right? A lot of these aspects are psychic. Okay? A lot of these aspects have to do with perception and the ability to perceive and the ability for empathic transmission, for transference, communication, but of the mind, right? There are those above us that have these abilities, that use these abilities and maintain a foothold or a monopoly on said abilities, and that's how they control uh, the people that are still people on this planet. Okay? Here's what I figured out. The pineal gland is a very real thing. It exists. It's inside your mind. It is the, let's say, the computer chip, the module that allows you to decode different frequencies of realities. Without it, you're stuck in a base frequency, a base reality, right? You can't see outside your cage, and that's the last thing they want you to do. They don't want you to see outside your cage. They don't want you to know anything exists outside your cage. You're supposed to be a good, dumb, stupid farm animal. Do what we want. Don't look outside your cage. The pineal gland allows you to see outside your cage, to know that there is more, to push further, psychically, mentally, push further. You know what I'm saying? Push beyond the noise, beyond the chaos, beyond the stupidity of this matrix. You get what I'm saying? So, the pineal gland is connected to the pineal gland is connected to your nervous system. They are fundamentally connected, okay? If you continuously apply trauma to the nervous system, you will fundamentally alter and or short circuit the pineal gland. Basically, uh, 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 unwiring a person's ability for psychic perception. This varies on whether or not they had it to begin with. Certain aspects, whether these aspects are genetic and other, different combinations. A lot of people are having their psychic abilities stripped from them. Okay? Because that is how you fight these things, these beings. It's not with guns, it's not with brute force. You fight them on their own turf, and their turf is a psychic one. I'm going to say that one more time. You don't fight them with guns, you don't fight them with your hands. Don't get me wrong, there is a time and a place for that kind of exchange, but their turf is a psychic one. That is how they do what they do. That is how they control what they control. They're able to enact this pitiful charade and keep it going. Meanwhile, they're exerting psychic control and dominance on you and those around you. It's how Bob can look like the friendly neighbor next door checks his, he goes outside, gets his newspaper. Oh, hey, Bob, how you doing? Bob's something else altogether. And Bob has a psychic chokehold on those around him. He's exerting psychic control. If you get out of place, Bob's gonna hit you. You get what I'm saying? That's a very crude metaphor, but that's what I'm saying. And Bobs are everywhere. But you can't. What are you gonna do? This world, this system is designed, to support their lunacy. Because that's what I'm calling it, their lunacy. They know what the game is and they know how it's set up. But they want to play and act like that's not the case. Anyway, that's why the sounds, the shocks, the boom, 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 anything like that, that's targeting your pineal gland. Listen to me carefully. That is targeting your pineal gland. And here's the thing. Here's the little thing that I kind of figured out, all right? I believe that, I've said before, it's not working, right? Something has been put into place. There's some kind of fail-safe, some kind of mechanism, something. People are continuing to hit this point of change, of growth, of whatever you want to call it, okay? People ask all the time. They ask. I'm telling you right now, that's what it is. You're targeted and attacked because you have the potential to challenge the system of things. You have the power to challenge them. They don't want to be challenged. In fact, honestly, they're not even that powerful. There's just a lot of them. You get what I'm saying? And if you're a hive and you're working under that hive mind, it might seem like might because you're all focused on the same thing, but they're really not that powerful. In fact, separately, they're kind of weak. But I'm telling you this right now, that's what this whole thing is. These beings, these entities, whatever you want to call them, they have to keep this illusion maintained. And they have to keep the majority of the population docile, weak, and oblivious. It's one thing to know that the Matrix is real. It's another thing to start bending that shit all together entirely. Then you get really scared. I'm here to tell you that's a very real thing. When that door inside you opens and that light clicks on in your head and they can't manage to snuff it out, you literally become a different being or creature altogether. Listen to what I'm saying. Please listen to what I'm saying. Because I know it's hard. It's tough. This shit is, it's, there's a lot of darkness, and when you shine, it comes closing in on you. But I'm telling you, you're so much more powerful than you think you are. You're so much more powerful than you think you are. They are literally trying to short circuit us. Because there's something wired in us that's different from others. We're built different. Some way, some shape, somehow. Somehow, that's not even a word. Somehow is a word. I'm sorry. my mind is... Yeah. We're wired differently. We just are. And they try their best And what I'm saying earlier is that they tried for so long, but this thing is still going on. This thing is still happening. People are still evolving. What do you think the X-Men were about? Because they got to tell you how things are. You know, they have to tell you. What do you think the X-Men were about? All these superhero movies. You get what I'm saying? It's about you. It's about us. They tried to snuff us out. They tried to stop us. Still kept happening. So now they're just out here just killing people in the streets. I really believe that's what's happening. They're just attacking people. They're just trying to just literally take people out now. Because they're running out of options. They have no more choices. Game's almost up, baby. And you're going to be surprised to see who's on the other end of that finish line. And that's my rant for today, for right now. Talk to you guys later. Happy Sunday.